In today's landscaping video, I'm going to show you, give you an update on the white pine, weeping white pine. We planted, this is about 2 weeks old. Well, actually we planted about 2 weeks ago. It's not 2 weeks old, it's probably about a 6-year-old plant. It grows about 12 inches a year. So if of course, depends on its environment. It can grow a lot quicker than that or slower than that. What we did was we decided to add a white pine, weeping white pine here because we are trying to protect the house from golf balls. And these, they tend to grow about 30 foot high. They can grow up to 30 foot high and about 3 feet wide. So we want something narrow and that will stand out and make a big, because stand out and kind of show the height, because golfers, when they see something that's tall and that's in a way, they tend to direct the ball in a different direction. So because years ago we planted this birch tree 4 years ago, guys, 4 years ago, and look at this tree here. In 4 years it grew that much, and that's a birch tree. And birch trees, they love water, because right here you can see it drops, the ground drops down a bit. Bear with me here. We add some dirt, topsoil here to make it level up. But here you can see it's a drop, and the water kind of flows out that direction. That's why this birch tree's grown in 4 years, grown, I would say 3 to 4 feet even a year. But yeah, since we planted this tree, guys, this birch tree, it has reduced quite a bit of golf ball. I would say cut 90%, even 100%. We have, because once we did that, that corner did not get hit anymore. So that's something to think about. But look at this bark here, guys. Look at this bark of the tree. You see a little tip on the birch tree is that when you plant a birch tree, let it grow. Just let it grow the first couple years, grow like crazy like this. And then once it grows, it thickens its bark. You leave the bottom, like all these branches, it will make it thick, because you can see right now it's already, I was like 6 inches thick, the bark in the trunk. And then once that, you can start trimming it. Like I already start trimming this one because it's very thick. I trim the bottom of this. Eventually you can get like a bonsai looking type tree. Gorgeous, guys. I love birch tree because the leaves are fine, thin, and they're easy to grow, and you don't have to rake them a lot because the leaves are very light. They pretty much fly away. They rake themselves. That's why I call it, they rake themselves. And jumping back to this weeping white pine here, guys, little tip when you plant them. Again, we planted this about two weeks ago. You take 50-50 organic soil mixed with topsoil, or not mixed with topsoil, but original soil that you dig up. So because when you do that, you get a firmer base. It will grow, and then it will adapt to the environment a lot easier. And then you add a little bit fertilizer, just a little bit. Because you add too much, it will actually just grow straight up instead of thicken the bark. That tip you can do. You want a thicker bark. Once in a while, come out, just shake the tree a little bit, because when you shake the tree, it releases the certain, I forgot what's a certain hormone of the tree that makes the tree grow thicker trunk, because of it wants to prevent from wiggling back and forth. So it's interesting. So if you guys want a thicker trunk, just go out, wiggle a little bit every day, or even a couple times a day, and the tree will actually grow a thicker trunk. But here you can see I put bamboo, a little bamboo guide to make this straight, because this was actually bent down a little bit. So I'm using this as guide, and when you do tie this up, try to use organic material, but in this case I use tie strips, and you don't want to tight too much, give it a little room so it can grow. But here in about a week or two, I'll probably take this off and kind of put new ties on it and make it wider, because as it grows, the trunk is going to grow taller. Okay, it's gonna go thicker, I mean. So let's jump over to these giant tree Arborvitae, guys. This is his 4th week, and look at this. Look at the beauty of this here, guys. 4th week, and it's growing good. It's adopting. Again, I did the same thing. I forgot to mention on the weeping white pine is when you mix the top the organic soil with the original soil 50-50 before you plant it. You want to add water around it inside the base, because you don't want to dry it out and go into shock. So, and then you want to dig not deep enough, but wider. The wider the better, because trees, it tends to grow sideways, not deep, guys. It tends to grow sideways. So the trees, they grow sideways to get a foundation where it can hold itself in place, so it doesn't go straight down. So a lot of people think it's going to grow straight down, but it doesn't do that. So you want to dig, the bigger the hole, the better, but the deeper, you don't want too deep. Okay, so a little tip there, guys, but it's grown really, really well here. We plant 7 of these. You can see, and we zigzag them. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the baby one over here, the smallest one. This was planted about a week after, and the whole point of planting these giant Arborvitae is they grow to be 30 feet and 50 feet wide, and that's what we're aiming for. We want some to cover the hill, cover the tree, I mean the house, protect the house, but at the same time don't want to block the view of this beautiful golf course. So that's what we were going for. And then let me show you here another thing, guys, is these trees here. Sometimes you will have the leader. This is called the leader, right? You want to make sure that sometimes you will have a leader that tends to grow next to each other. You just trim it, because you want to look like a Christmas tree. So you trim the one that's leading with it. Eventually this will become the leader. If I can find one, I did one here, this one right here. You guys bear with me here. But you can see I trimmed, see that? This one actually had 2. You got the leader here, and this was also about this height, trying to form a leader. So I went ahead and trimmed it to give this one become a leader. Then I also, to straighten these out, because this is on a slope, guys, I use a leveler. I level this side and I just line up with the main branch, so that it will be not crooked when it grows. And then you line it 90 degrees here, and then the other 90 degrees. So back, you do both sides, and you get a straight grown tree. Then I will come back out after a while, rains, or when you water for a couple days, come out, check again, because it will move on you. I had to come out here, straighten a couple of trees already. By these giant Arborvitae, they love water, guys. The more you water them, the more they will grow. So these they love to be watered. So we do water them like every other day. I did water last night. As you can see, the soil is kind of wet. But let's jump back down here, guys. And this weeping white pine, you want to not water it every day. You want to have it dry in between, because it likes to be wet at the same time. The soil is wet but dry in between. So something to think about. You don't want to overwater that. Now let's jump over here, guys. I'm gonna show you a little landscaping. This is also another weeping. This has been with us about 14 years. And these are hard to find, guys. These trees here, evergreen weeping, evergreen, they're gorgeous. And this is about 14 years. And you see how they have grown over the years. So you can't find these at the landscaping nursery anymore. They were just a small tree. I got lucky and found it. But I'm gonna go over you guys with this Butterfly Jade Ginkgo. This is a gorgeous tree, guys. This one we just planted again same time about 3 weeks ago. It's adopted into the soil. It's a beautiful vine. You see the leaf. It has some medicine benefits too. A lot of people use this for herbs, and they actually sell like in herb vitamins, medicine bottles. So it's a plus to have it. And the same thing with this one, guys. When we planted it, you mix this top organic soil with the original soil, 50-50. You want to water the base, and then you mix it and put it in. Of course, you want the wider the hole, the better, because again, this tree it's going to grow sideways instead of going down deep. Okay. And here you can see I use bamboo to guide it. To guide it and make it straight. I did use a level on this, but it's a gorgeous tree. It's supposed to grow about 15 feet high, 15 feet, and then about 6 feet wide. So we wanted something to shade the garage. You can see our garage right now it's about 3 o'clock. So you can see those shade here, and eventually it's gonna turn here. It's gonna go about here, so it'd be perfect when it becomes 50 feet wide. It's gonna shade just a little bit of the garage, because we like to have a garage open for fresh air. But right now we have none to shade it. Around 5 o'clock, it's just bakes inside. You know, it bakes inside and just destroyed. The sun is so powerful, just fades everything in there. This is another evergreen here we have, guys. Gorgeous. Been with us 14, 15 years. Look at the thickness of the trunk on this one. Very gorgeous, easy to grow. You just gotta trim it. Take your time, trim it. That's what we do. We're trying to let it grow a little bit bigger. You can see, grow out a little bigger, because we want to make it a little bit higher. So, but yeah, guys. We'll walk back here. I'm gonna show you our Japanese maple tree. Japanese, plant. And this thing, we actually moved this plant one time, and it survived. Used to be in the corner over here, guys. Used to be in the corner, and when we added a pergola, it was growing very robust, very healthy in that corner. And we moved it. If you watch one of our videos, we moved it over here, and we just took the whole root and just put dirt, topsoil, mix it, and then it grows sideways again, just like the other plant. And it's very healthy now. And it's been a year since we moved it. You see that? Very gorgeous plant. These plants are very expensive, fine leaves. They tend to, they do like, this one likes wet soil. So the more wetter it is, it seems like it grows better. But I know some, as long as you got drainage, make sure you drain it. And but these plants, they are very expensive. I'm impressed. 14 years. Again, this is because we lived 14 years. We planted these trees. 14 years. Look how gorgeous this tree has grown. Here's another one. This is I believe a pine. Pine. We trimmed this one, made it look like this. So it used to be just a big round. We didn't want just a big oval circle. So we kind of gave it some character, and we just trimmed that. Again, you guys want to make sure when you trim, you let your plants fully grow for a couple years, then you trim them how you want. Because if you do when they're still babies, they're gonna die. Okay, so let them grow, so their roots and their bark, their trunk will grow really thick. This is another one here. I trimmed this one this year, guys. It was a full evergreen. It grew up to about here, up to about 14 feet. I went ahead and trimmed the top 1 year, and then this year I actually, you see here, I cut all the branches and just kind of made it look like a bonsai, beautiful bonsai tree. And it's surviving, it's growing really, really well. So when you trim them, you can buy these like hormones where you can protect where you cut. That's I'll have it. I'm not sure what the name is, but I have it down in the link description below for you. But you can use that to help protect it. And again, one thing is when you trim these trees, you want to trim them around early fall. I'm sorry, early spring, and not too late in the fall, because you do in the fall they tend to because they need time to heal, right? If you trim them too late in the fall and by winter comes cold, they might not survive. So something to think about, guys. So I recommend you, when you do trim these, you go ahead and do them early, or when you're trying to cut them to a certain shape, do early in the spring, early summer, okay? But yeah, guys, I just want to go over a couple things. Our little landscape in the house. We, you know, over the years we did all these gorgeous, easy trees, bushes. They bring character to your house, and at the same time they also protect your house from weather, from wind. They can be windbreakers, sound barriers too. But we try to get trees that not like maintenance. Yeah, you have to trim them a little bit. Like this one, I'll probably trim once a year. This one, yeah, this one grows pretty fast. To get this shape, I'll probably trim every 2 weeks. Okay. The Japanese maple tree, I don't trim it much. I just let it grow, and then I might trim the bottom once a year. Okay, but yeah, that's all to you guys. Until next landscaping video. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of summer. I know fall's coming up. Do leave a comments or any question you have. I'll be more glad to answer. So take care, okay? Thanks. Bye now.